We're gonna start off. Camera, right. Start off first giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, and Kakadash. Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai been the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now the question is all of the Israelites gonna be saved? Is all Israel gonna be saved? Now you got two issues with that, but let's go on to the World War III. Okay, because we see that this beast, he's coming down with great wrath. Let me start off with that. This Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he have but a short time." So they know they got but a short time, so they coming down with great wrath, and that great wrath is causing them to forward their agenda in a speedy manner. Okay. And what has he got a short time? What is the short time about? Let's see here. Salakia. It's 8. And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. It say, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by the sea, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So this kingdom is going to be translated from one people to another. And the people that's ruling the kingdom, they are coming down with great wrath because they know they have but a short time. Okay. Let me get Proverbs chapter 29 and 2. It says, it's Proverbs 29 and 2. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, so this is how we know that this kingdom is coming to an end. The mourning of the people is becoming great. See, and they even know it. People are mourning in a greater fashion. I'm going to jump down to verse 12. It says, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. So we seeing they hearkening to lies. The rulers of this kingdom is hearkening to lies, and this is why the people are so wicked. See, they hearkening to the lies of God's laws is done away with. God's laws was just a avenue to bring in this Savior that was going to save mankind from the sin and death. See, this is their philosophy that they come with. And this is why we speaking against this kingdom, because they're hearkening the lies. Let me get this Jeremiah 28 and 8. And we're going to get into which kingdom this is that's hearkening under lies. Okay, this Jeremiah 28 and 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So the prophets always came out and prophesied against these kingdoms. See, and that's also uh, praying on your feet, because that Luke 18, it says this widow was troubling the Lord, see, continuously until he came and did vengeance on their enemies. See, vengeance on a evil judge, a corrupt judge, because we know who the rulers are, the judges of the earth. See, they make the laws and judge who's gonna get punished for what. So let me go to Ecclesiasticus. Let's see here. No, I'm thinking about Second Ezra, Salaki. Second Ezra chapter 11. Now this is talking about the kingdom that's going to be translated from them to another people. This verse 1, it says, then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathers of wing, 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. Jump down to verse 5. It says, moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers and rained upon the earth and over them that dwell therein. So this eagle is a ruling kingdom. This eagle is a ruling kingdom. And when you go into that eagle, you can see the evidence of it when you go into the NATO and the EU. These European nations that's united in this European nation that's united in the EU, the European Union, they are all united. And they're united in ruling the world. See, they try to act like they don't know each other and they don't have a union and they're not all the same, but they are all one beast. And the scriptures call that beast an eagle, a red dragon, a red horse, see, a pale horse, a black horse. It's that one nation that's ruling. And let's go down to verse 39. This second Ezra 11 and 39, it says, are not thou it that remaineth of the 4 beasts? See, we're talking about beasts, who I made to reign in my world, that the end of their time might come through them. So the World War III is going to come through them. World War III is going to happen because this eagle, this beast, NATO, and the EU, these European nations is going to be killing each other. Verse 40, it says, and the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world. See, you go into Revelation 13, it tells you that beast got power over the whole world. See, this beast, the beast in Revelation is the same beast here in 2nd Ezra 11. It says, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. And the earth hast thou not judged with truth. So that goes back to that Luke 18, where that righteous judge that the widow was praying to God about, that was continuously approaching the Lord about, that judge is this kingdom. Verse 42, it says, for you have afflicted the meek, and have hurt the peaceable, and have loved liars. See, it says a ruler, back in Proverbs 29, it says a ruler that hearken unto lies, all of his people is wicked. See, because these people have loved liars. This kingdom, they have loved liars. Now you go into talking about the lies. Let's see here. Say they have loved liars. Let me get 2 Ezra 15 and start there. I'm gonna start at verse 1 and then jump down. It says, in 2 Ezra 15 and 1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. This is what we trying to tell the so-called 2/3 of the nation of Israel. But we telling all Israel this. It says, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in your mouth, says the Lord. And I'm going to jump down to verse 4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So it's going to be some unfaithful Israelites. It's going to be some Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's unfaithful. And they're going to die in their unfaithfulness. They're going to die believing that they're not an Israelite, they're a Gentile, and they going to follow Christianity, and that's going to be their salvation. They're going to die with that unfaithful belief. Get straight to the point of verse 6. This is the point. It say, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So that beast, that dragon, that eagle, that great eagle that's ruling and having power over the whole earth, see, they is pushing lies. And the people are wicked. It's causing the people to be wicked. How are they pushing lies? Mainly through the Christian dogma, that Catholic dogma that the Roman Catholic Church start pushing, and mainly pushing here in Babylon the Great, America. It says, this is 2 Ezra 15 and 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So they done filled up their works. They done filled up, breaking all of the laws of the laws that God gave to Moses. See, God wrote them laws on he wrote those laws in stone. See, that means you ain't gonna get rid of them laws. Let me grab that real quick. This is in Exodus 31. Exodus 31. And I'm gonna just get 18 to get let me start at 16 to get the context of what he was saying. It's Exodus 31 and 16. It says, wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant, an everlasting covenant. That's another major thing that the so-called Christian church will try to cover over. Oh, the Sabbath can be any day. Every day is a Sabbath, as they say. It says, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heaven and the earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Zion, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. So now these laws that they rejecting, they was written by God. They was not written by no man. No man then conjure up Leviticus 19 and say, you should not hate your brother and suffer sin upon him. Meaning the definition of love is to not be sinning and telling your brother to sin and watching him sin. See? The definition of love is rebuking your brother when you see he's in danger. See, correcting him when you see he's in danger. And this is what we doing to the 2/3 in the whole nation of Israel. You see, but all of the Israelites is not going to hearken unto our words. See, all of the Israelites is not going to believe that God wrote his laws on a stone. See, they're not going to believe that these words is coming from God. They're going to believe that this is the so-called white man's book, and he gave it, he created it, see, with Shakespeare and all of this madness. But the evidence show and the prophecies show that God created those laws. Now when you go into Isaiah 8:20, and see, the Israelites their foundation was that law. See, this Isaiah 8:20, it says, and to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So if they're not speaking according to this word, to these laws, see, and this is why the world is so wicked, because the so-called white man and these so-called European nations that was pushing Christianity, see, these Jesuit priests in the Catholic Church and the Protestant Church, this is why the world is so wicked. Because they saying, oh, those laws that God gave to Moses, that God wrote on the stone, see, with a laser from his chariot, he wrote those laws on the stone. But the so-called white man say, no, don't hearken unto that. Hearken unto my lies. Let me lie to you and tell you that those laws are done away with. See, he sent a man down here to die, so you ain't got to keep those laws, and you can be a wicked behind person. So now the whole world is lying in wickedness. See, this is why the world is wicked, because the ruler is hearkening unto lies, and all of his servants are wicked. All of his citizens are wicked. See, because they go to that funky Christian church and believe a lie that you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to keep no laws. See? Let me get Leviticus. Let's go into that law. Because this is why all the Israelites is not going to be saved. They hearkening unto the lies of the devil. See? And not no fallen angel. We talking about the so-called white man. He is the devil. But they hearken unto him in his funky Christian church. This Leviticus 19:17, it says, thou shalt not hate your brother in your heart. And see, when he put up white Jesus, and he put up this Jesus that looked like him, this is why they hate their own brother. It says, thou shalt in any wise rebuke your neighbor, and suffer not sin upon him. Mind you, when they was giving these laws, they was in their own land, and they brought their neighbor was their brother. Their neighbors was their kinsmen. See, this melting pot of America just started. This is not something that's been here for a long time. See, America is not but 200-something years old, 1776. Before then, nations stuck around their own people. See, people wasn't traveling around the world and trying to adventure and go around the world. You had the Arabs, they was being travelers and nomads and being in other people's nations. But you didn't have other nations mixing with each other till you get this American and European power. It says, verse 18, you shall not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of your people. See? And what's the contrast to that? Don't do it to your people, but avenge and hold a grudge against the other people. That's against your people. See? But Christianity say love your enemy that's from another people. And he never said that. He never said love your enemy that's of another nation. That's a lie. He says, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. See, their neighbor was a fellow Israelite. I am the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. So this is why the world is laying in wickedness, because they hearkening unto lies. They hearkening unto a fake love, a love by word and not deed. See, they don't use their deeds to prove themselves. They just run their mouth and say, oh, I love you this and I love that. And we love you people, and that's a lie. Your actions show that that's a lie. Let's get some more on these egregious lies of the slave master. Now, King David, he exposed them for lying. And this, let me get Job 9 and 24. Then I'm gonna get that King David, because I wanted to set a foundation of who is doing what. Now, Job 9 and 24 is going to tell you who the earth is given to. It's Job 9 and 24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So that European nation that's ruling the earth, he called them the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The Israelites was made to judge the world. Was that 1 Corinthians 6 and 1. They was made to judge the world. But see, these people is trying to say that they are the judges. Just because they ruling right now don't make them the rightful judges of the earth. But they the one put up their images, put up their faces. They covered the faces of the judges and put their own face up there. Let me put my face on Jesus, who they call Jesus, which is Yahweh Shah. Let me put my face on God. Let me put my face on the Israelites. See, let me put my face up there. And we know who did that. That wasn't the China man, the Arab man, or the East Indian man. They didn't put their face up as nobody. See, they stuck with their own nations and their own God. They didn't go to the Israelites and say, we're going to take y'all God and we're going to deal with y'all God and make y'all God look like us. See, they didn't do that. So when you go into that Job, let's see who Job is talking about. This is Job 1 and 1. It says, there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. So he was in the land of Uz. Let's see who is this land of Uz talking about. Lamentations 4 and 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. So he was talking about these Edomites. They were the one that was going to be the wicked. They were the one that's going to rule the whole world. See, and they covered the faces of the judges and try to say, oh, people are colors. Races is due to their color, and that's a lie. You look at a person according to his family, according to his bloodline. That's how you look at a person. You don't look at a person and say, oh, he a color. Look at what, he got a tan. He went on the beach and got a tan. That has nothing to do with nothing. But you look at him and say, oh, he's a Rothschild. He's a Rockefeller. He's a Bush. See, he's an Obama. He's Michael Jordan's son. He's Magic Johnson's son. That's how you look at a person, about his bloodline and his family, not about a freaking color, man. And this is how they trick the whole world to look at people and forget your bloodline. Forget the bloodline, because we're trying to steal it from the Negroes. See? Now when you go into Isaiah 25, just to address that point real quick. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain, meaning this kingdom, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. See, oh, it's a skin color. He's a skin, look at him, a bunch of skin colors over there. What sense does that make, man? A bunch of skin colors. Colored people. It's just retardation. What educated person would let that go into their mind, talking about a skin color? Who care about your skin color, man? Now let's get now we're gonna go to King David. Because King Lamentations and Job show who was these Edomites. See, they was the people that's gonna be ruling in this kingdom. So we're going to King David that addressed the Edomites and showed you what kind of people they was. See, they gonna be hearkening, loving liars, ruling with deceit. See, not judging with truth. This is Psalms 52, a Psalm of David. This is verse 1, a Psalm of David. When Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul a bold-faced lie. See, what did David say about his character? He says, your tongue devises mischief, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. You love evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. You love all devouring words, O deceitful tongue. Now the son of David, Yahushua, he addressed the Edomites. Okay, let's go into that. Because people don't know that the Heronian dynasty, Herod, there was Edomites. See? And the Israelites was under those Edomites, and the Israelites was hearkening unto them. That's why they said we don't want to believe on Yahushua, because then these Edomites gonna come and take our seat away. Because we sit in the seat of Moses. So we got to do what they say. We got to be in one accord with them. So this is why Yahushua said to them what he's going to say to them. This is John 8:4. He says, you are of your father, the devil. So these Israelites, they was following the Edomites, who is the devil. And the lust of your fathers you will do. See, what these Edomites want y'all to do, that's what y'all going to do. Same thing with America. When they slave master tell them something, they gonna go with that. They're not gonna listen to the rebellious field slave. See, they're not gonna listen to the rebellious slave that's rejecting the orders and the order of their slave master. It says, the lust of their fathers ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. See, Esau was trying to murder Jacob. Soon as he found out that he lost that blessing, see, his mother went and told Jacob, hey Jacob, man, Esau trying to kill you, man. He waiting for your daddy to die, and he gonna plan on killing your behind because he mad about the blessing. See, he mad that you gonna have power with God, and he mad about that thing. He says, he was a murderer from the beginning. Who was the greatest murderer on earth? See? And abode not in the truth. They don't care about no truth, man. That's why their politics is a bunch of lies. Every year they come around with a bunch of lies talking about we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and they never do it. And the people are so stupid, they believe the crap. See? The people so stupid every year. Oh, you going to vote? Knowing the people been lying every year, man. Been lying for 70, 80 years in politics. Everybody know a politician is a liar. But they still vote and promote that crap. It says, but there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Now, who is doing all the lying on earth, man? Christopher killing Columbus. He ain't discovered nothing. You have Montezuma over here with a major kingdom. Montezuma, they gave Christopher Columbus a contract to go kill him. See? How he gonna discover someplace and Mexico got 300,000 people? Come on, man. It says, And because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. See, they so following they slave master and the powers and the rulers that's hearkening on the lies. The people that's giving the truth, they say, forget that crap, man. We don't want to hear that. See, that ain't going along with the Romans. That ain't going along with the government, with the so-called white man. See, that's not going along with our slave master. You gonna get us in trouble. See, that's really what they saying. You gonna get us, we gonna be on the bad side of our slave master. Our slave master ain't gonna look at us in a good light. See, this is why they hearkening onto these lies. Because that's just too much evidence. If somebody tell you a lie every year, and they don't tell you a small lie, see, they have a whole campaign. And through their whole campaign, they're telling you lies, lies, lies. We're going to give you good insurance. We're going to give you good, low taxes. See, we're going to do all kind of amazing stuff, help you with your business, help you with your family. And it's a bold-faced lie. And president after president after president, they found out, man, them people was lying the whole time. Then the news people try to act like they care. They come on the news. Well, you said you was going to do this for the people. You said you was going to do that for the people. In your campaign, you were saying you was going to do all of this granular stuff year after year after year, and they lie. But this is the nature of their forefather, Esau. See, Esau is in their spirit. They can't get rid of that. When you pin them to the wall and say, do you like these Negroes and Hispanics? They gonna say, yeah, oh yeah. But then he gonna say, will you give them everything back that you stole from them? No, man, y'all need to forget about that stuff. See, you got to pin an Edomite to the wall. Then you see that his spirit will come out. See, that real spirit will come out and they will attack you like a cat. See, they gonna act like they love you, licking on your arm. But then when that real spirit come out, you're going to see they're a red dragon. They're a devil. They're a murderer. They're a liar. See? This is their real spirit. They're ready to murder somebody, man, all day. That's all they think about. How we go? Because see, let me get the verse. See, Esau was a cunning hunter. He was hunting there all the time, hunting. Trying to find some food, man. What is it? 25. Let me go back to 25. This is Genesis 25. Let's get the hardcore spirit of Esau. And this is why a raggedy Negro, man, he will never, he will never, ever come to the knowledge of the truth because he so much want to be with his slave master, man. This is Genesis 25 and 27. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. See, he trying to hunt you at all times. What can we put in their food, put all this sugar and stuff in their food to kill them slowly? See, we don't want to kill them real fast and warn them. We want to kill them real slowly. See, this is how these dragons act, man. They want to kill your mind, and they'll hide it. See, they scientists, they all in the laboratory experimenting and trying to find out a way to kill your behind. See, the malpractice in the hospital, how was that? The malpractice say, hey man, we need to sue these people because they done killed all our people from the malpractice because they've been poisoning people and hoping that it stay on the radar. We don't worry about the lawsuits, man. When the medicine go out, we gonna make our money. By the time they sue us, man, we'll have trillions of dollars. That little lawsuit ain't gonna mean nothing. See, this is the spirit of Esau. He's a cunning hunter. Who do you see on the hunting show? You see a bunch of red dragons. See, you don't see a bunch of Arabs out there with a rifle in the bushes with fatigue pants, fatigue shirt. You don't see that, man. Who is in fatigues hunting? See, that's the children of Esau. He was a cunning hunter. The thing is too clear. Ain't nobody in the bushes hiding trying to kill nobody, man. They killing bears, they killing deers, they killing anything they can get their hands on. Who hunting the alligator? See, this is the beast. You hunting a freaking alligator, man. Tying his behind up. Who hunting the python snake? See, the great snake. That's who hunting the snake. How you hunting a snake and an alligator, a crocodile? See, they got all kind of farms with alligators and crocodiles, because they is the cunning hunter. That's why he call them a beast. There's no other beast in the field. See, he said a man of the field, a cunning hunter of the field. There's no other beast in the field that can outdo him. See, a lion, he got the lion caged up. He got the elephant caged up. That's why they have circuses all around the world. He got all the animals caged up. There's no greater animal than these devils. See, the children of Esau, they are cunning hunters. And it's a simple truth, man. Then another identifying mark. Let's go to Job 30. And we're going to link Job 30 with Obadiah. Job 30. Mind you, this is talking about the same people, the children of Edom. See, Job ain't just talking out of his head. He's focusing on the children of Edom. He's in the land of the children of Edom. So when you go into Job chapter 30, let me start with verse 5. He says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Who robbing everything on the earth? Who robbing and stealing with their military? See, they went over there to Afghanistan just to steal all them people poppy seeds, man. They ain't over there worried about no terrorism. They the terrorists. It says to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. See, it's the Neanderthals. That's just not some small group of people, man. That's a major nation. And they come from the children of Esau. He was a cunning hunter, and he lived in the field and in the mountain. When you go to Petra in Edom, that's a whole mountain with caves in it. See, those people are not no people that's sitting around hiding in the woods somewhere. See, they come out of the mountain and they go down into the valley, see, and they go to hunting. But they were driven forth from among men, so they had a period of time that they in the wood, in the mountain. That's why we call them Caucasians, because they were pushed up into the Caucasus Mountain of Georgia, Russia. I'm going to jump down to verse 8. It says, they were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. See, they not used to bathing and washing their nasty behind. See, they not used to washing with a rag. They on the darn internet talking about that's for poor people. Washing with a rag, cleaning yourself thoroughly, that's for poor people and that's for black people. See, why would any human in the year 2024 say washing with a rag is for black people? Washing with a rag is for poor people. Who does this, man? Because they used to live in caves. See, eating lice out of their head. See, in the nastiest cave, you ain't got no bathroom, no running water, no AC, you're sweating. And then if they don't shave, if they don't have Gillette, they'll look like the barefoot man with a whole bunch of hair from head to toe. See, that's why he called him a beast. Because you didn't have that razor, man. That razor worked miracles. He have a big old beard, bunch of hair on his back, hair on his front. Hey, that's why he say they viler than the earth. Nasty people, man. Barely want to wash they behind. They want to talk about somebody else. Now let's get that was Job 30. They in the cave. So Job was in the land of the Edomites, and he said they was ranting into the cave. Now look at Obadiah. Obadiah, verse 1, it says the vision of Obadiah, thus says the Lord God concerning Edom. So this is concerning Edom. See if they gonna match the so-called white man. It says in verse 3, the pride of your heart have deceived you. You that dwell in the clefts of the rock. Let me say that again. It says the pride of your heart have deceived you. This verse 3. You that dwell in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, that's what they say. Who gonna bring them down? Who gonna defeat them? See, when World War III popped off, people were saying, oh, China gonna be the next ruling peoples. And they say America gonna get defeated. You got a bunch of Edomites on the computer saying, no, we got the greatest military. Nobody's gonna defeat us. The other armies, their weapons are fake. Their weapons are not real. They can't defeat America. See, this is what they would say. Who gonna bring us down to the ground? See, but who is dwelling in the clefts of the rocks? They're not no Neanderthal. That's just a made-up name. They have forefathers, and this ain't no prehistory. See, that's their prehistory. They was Edomites, the children of Esau, the man of the field, a cunning hunter, sitting around trying to hunt people. Who does this, man? This is verse 5 of Obadiah concerning the Edomites. It says, if thieves came to you, if robbers by night, who rape, robbing, and murdering everything, are they thou cut off? No, he say, how are they cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? They don't steal till they had enough. They want all the gold, all the diamonds. They want everything. It says, if the grape gatherers came unto you, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? See, he can't hide the fact that he's a murderer. See, from year after year after year, month after month, he's a murderer. You can't hide that. It ain't a bunch of Arabs going around murdering people, man. It ain't a bunch of Negroes in the project murdering kingdoms. See, they can murder each other. You got them doing that with the rap music. See, they pushing drugs and rap music in their community. So that's somebody else got them killing each other. But they ain't going around killing nations, man. They ain't dropping bombs on a whole nation, 40,000 people. You know those Japanese, I think those Japanese trying to get us. Let's drop a bomb on them. See? It says, let me jump down to verse 8. Shall I not in that day, says the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? See, now they wise men are wondering, well, how in the world did these people find out what we've been trying to hide so long? We've been spending billions of dollars to hide their identity, but how did they find it out? Who told them? We're not teaching them that. Who taught y'all that? See, they wise men is flabbergasted. They wise men are going crazy, about to pull their hair out. They following the Israelites everywhere, man. They all over, going to Europe, going to all these countries trying to find them. How you find out about it? Well, who told you? See, how you defeat that Christian dogma that we set up for y'all? Because we had major scientists and major psychologists and major Bible destruction groups having councils after councils after councils trying to debunk y'all. So who told y'all and how did y'all find out? See? Let me get the major one I want. This is Obadiah 10. It says, for your violence against your brother Jacob shame shall cover you. See, what's the violence that they was having against their brother Jacob? Let's go into that in Ezekiel 35. Ezekiel 35. I'm gonna start at verse 2, 3 to get to the point. It says, and say unto it, thus says the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against you, and I will stretch out my hand against you, and I will make you most desolate. Why is he going to stretch out his hand against America? Why is he going to stretch his hand out against the European Union, all of these European nations? He says, because you have had a perpetual hatred and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. What is that? Slavery, captivity. This is when they were using that sword, chopping up the Native Americans, chopping up the Hispanics. See, they had 12 Hispanics on a freaking board, tied up, finna burn them to the stake. It says, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So this is why he's against these dragons, man. This is why he's confounding their wise men. See, their wise men not gonna make it. See, that's why he talked about in Luke 21 and it's Jeremiah 49. See, they wise men are gonna get it. Let's get that in that's another thing that's been overlooked. And see, this is how you know the Lord got a spirit on these Israelites that ain't getting with the program. Because the evidence is overwhelming. And the wisdom of this man is becoming foolishness, man. His wisdom is so low level, man. Low level. Let me see, what is it, Jeremiah? And we're going to go into that wisdom because this is what they were using to confuse the children of Israel. This is what they were using. 29 and 7. I mean, Jeremiah 49 and 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus says the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? See, that's them Germans. Them Germans had heavy wisdom, man. That's where all these psychological schools come from. All of these schools of psychology come from the Germans. It says, is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? So it's going to be a period of time where the wisdom of the Edomites, who is the so-called white man, is going to vanish. See? They're not going to have no wisdom. They're going to be walking around confounded and amazed at how the Israelites done debunk they lies. See, that's why I say the ruler that's hearkening unto lies. Who told these Israelites this, man? Let me get that in 2nd Ezra. See, we're going to show it through the scriptures. 2nd Ezra 6, I'm going to say maybe 17. Let's see here. Where is it? 27. This 2nd Ezra 6 and 27, it say, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. So they saying, how is these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans quenching our deceit that we created? Because in the 1881, with the Congo and this guy named Leopold, the King Leopold from what's that place? Belgium or one of them places over there in Europe. Leopold, he got all these ministers to come up with a bunch of lies so he can keep the slaves slaves. It says, For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. So all the lies is being exposed through the internet. The Rockefellers say, why did we let them get on the internet? Why did y'all create the internet? I didn't tell y'all to do that. See, the Rockefellers mad, because now the truth is coming out through the internet. See, the news people will never put the truth on the news, because they'll wake up the people then. In 28 it say, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. So if Christianity was with fruit, if that's the truth, it's been declared all over the place, been declared. See? In the end, the truth is going to come out. Now let's get some more on these dragons being confounded. This 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, I'm going to start at verse 3 to get the whole context. It said, let no man deceive you by any means. This is what is going to be the battle. Somebody trying to tell a lie, which is that last kingdom, that great eagle, that red dragon, the red beast, the red horse, the so-called white man who self-proclaimed himself to be white, but he's red just like his forefather Esau. See, it says that they should not come except they come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay? Then verse 4 goes into how he put himself up as God, Jesus, and all the disciples and the angels. This is the man of sin. This is the son of destruction, the murderer. See? Jump down to verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. See, the spirit of his mouth is the prophets right now. See, that's why he said in 2 Ezra 15:1, I will put my prophecies and my words in your mouth. So your mouth is going to be my spirit. Your mouth is going to be the one that's bringing out my spirit. And this is what Negroes don't understand. They just think we just some Negroes on the corner and we mad at our oppressor. It's bigger than that, man. It's bigger than us being mad at our oppressor. The Lord has put the anger in us and the vengeance and all of the fury on us. The Lord has put his spirit on us and in our mouth. See, we was slave master loving Negroes too, man. But he put the spirit on us and hey, you can't fight the spirit. Let's get what that 2 Thessalonians said the Lord put his spirit on us. I want to go into that. Let's get Matthew 13. I don't want to venture off too far. Matthew 13. It says, this is verse 10. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God. The mysteries goes for secrets. Because certain translations got secrets in them. So mysteries goes into secrets. He says, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. So all of the Israelites is not going to get it. See, it wasn't given to all Israelites to know the mysteries of the kingdom. Just because you're an Israelite, you're going to know the mysteries of the kingdom. No. The Lord got to put a spirit on you. If he don't put the spirit on you, you just going to be another coon walking around in America. You just going to be another slave walking around in America. He don't put that spirit on you. That's why he say the spirit is going to go on the sons and the daughters of slaves. That servant and that bond, man, that go for a slave, man. That don't go for no religious believer. How do you go from a slave to a religious believer. Who can confound your mind so powerful? But that's what they did. But the rest of the verse gonna show. He said, "For whosoever have, to him shall be given, and he shall have more in abundance." So whatever the person have, he gonna give them more and in abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even that he have. So that's another reason why he says Satan cometh immediately when the word is being sown. See, you can sow the word to these certain Israelites, but if the Lord ain't choose them, he gonna cause Satan to come, and that show you that Satan is not the adversary of God, man. He's not using him to be against him. He's using him to help him with whatever he's trying to do. See? But they just use that verbiage. And he uses certain people to do it. He's not going to use an Israelite that he chose to snatch away the word. He's going to use the Israelite that he chose to bring more edification. But he's going to use one of the Israelites that don't, the adversary Israelites, or adversary heathen, Gentile, to come and snatch away the word because it wasn't for you anyway. See? Because he said it was given to some people, but it wasn't given to everybody. All Israelites is not going to make it. And this is it goes on to say in verse 13, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing you shall see and not perceive." That's why a lot of people see stuff, they say, man, hey, what is that? They see it with their eyes, but they still asking the question, what the heck is that? Because they can see it, but they don't perceive and understand it. This is what the 2/3 Israelites is going to be doing. They're going to see the prophets. They're going to hear what they saying, but they're not going to understand what they're talking about. Because the Lord didn't give it to them. It says, which said, by hearing you shall hear. Okay, I said that. Let's get verse 15. "For this people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing. Their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they shall see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and shall be converted, and I should heal them." See, blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So you are blessed when you got the truth. See, because these people don't know the truth, and when they hear it, they don't understand it. I just can't understand why y'all saying that y'all the only one God gonna save. He done made all these people. Why would you make all these people just to kill them? See, this is the crap that'll come out of their mouth. But this is not what the Lord is doing. See, the Lord is fulfilling prophecy. That's a simple thing that these people can't understand. Let's get that real quick. And he's standing on his word. See, he is a man, he's about his word. Let me get 46 and then I'll go to 55. This is Isaiah 46 and 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning. So in the beginning, he'll tell you the end of the story. How they say, don't spoil the movie for me. Spoilers alert, please don't spoil the movie. Don't tell me the end before I can see the movie. But that's what the Lord is doing with prophecy. He said, and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done. See, before they even get done, before the bomb drop, he gonna tell you about it. Before the bullet gets shot, he gonna tell you about it. Before the volcano erupt, he gonna tell you about it. It says, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. See, and he got pleasure in making judgment on wicked behind people. They think it's some innocent people being destroyed. Ain't nobody innocent, man. Now let's go to 55, because he addressed on stuff not coming true that came out of his mouth. Verse 11, it's Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So he gonna let his word come true. He's not gonna be a liar and let one of these raggedy humans of his be telling the truth and he lying. Cause I heard this lady, she on talking about, oh, it was just stories leading us up to Christ, and Christ is gonna, he's leading it out from there. Said no, these prophets and these prophecies that was given from the Lord, they coming true, and ain't no Christian church gonna defeat that situation. Let's go to this Isaiah is it 48 and 3. Here go another one. Isaiah 48 and 3, it say, I have declared the former things from the beginning. See? From the beginning, he's been telling you what's gonna pop off. And they went forth out of my mouth. I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Like the Euphrates River. See, the Euphrates River, he said, I'm going to dry this river up and prepare for World War III Armageddon. He said it a long time ago. I heard it back in 1985 when I was a little bitty boy. See, now in 2020 something, the river dry up. See, the river dried up. You can Google it, go into your phone and see, did the Euphrates River dry up? But that book is 2,000 years old. How are you gonna tell somebody something 2,000 years? Did they drop a bomb in the river and dry the river up? No. The Lord dried it up, and he showed you what he was gonna do before he did it. Let me see if I finish that verse. 48. Now the phone want to mess up. Salakia. Let's go back into that Isaiah 48. Isaiah 48. See if, yeah, they done, a phone shadow banning me. He said he gonna tell what's gonna happen in the beginning. And this is exactly what he did with that Euphrates River. Let me go ahead and get that, and maybe my phone will adjust. Now I'll go back to the 48. This is Revelation chapter 16. Revelation chapter 16, starting at verse 12. It says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. So he told you thousands of years ago that he gonna dry up this river. And this is not a small river, this is a huge river. Let's go back to Isaiah 48 and 3. There we go. It says, I declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth. I showed them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Because I knew that you are obstinate, and your neck is an iron sinew, and your brow brass. So he's pretty much saying, I had to show you amazing miracles. See, I had to tell the future 1,000, 2,000 years before the situation happened. I had to tell you about a situation before it happened, because I know you hard-headed and you don't want to believe nothing. And so he had to show the one that he put the spirit on. He even got to show them. See, this is how we know what the spirit is, because the spirit didn't just jump into the Israelites. See, that's what goes into that faith. The faith in the spirit that's in jumping to the Israelites. No, the faith is evidence. And what is the evidence? The real spirit. And let me go to John 6 and 63. Because this is what a lot of people get lost. See, they get lost in thinking that they done caught some spirit. See, they done caught some amazing spirit that's not connected to nothing. That's why he said the spirit gonna teach you all things. Because you're gonna get the spirit through learning. You're not gonna get the spirit through just some radioactive power. No, you're gonna be learning. That's how you're gonna get the spirit. But this is God, the evidence. John 6 and 63. It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, meaning make alive. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the word is going to be the spirit. See, not just you up in the church and you something come over. The spirit came over me and I just wanted to do something crazy. No, that's not the spirit he's talking about. See, the spirit he's talking about is the words that's coming out of his mouth, the words that's coming out of the scripture, the evidence. See, that's why it says faith is just the substance and the evidence of stuff you can't see. You got to see the evidence through the words of the Bible. Not some spirit coming over you like it's a ghost, like you being possessed. Oh, I was possessed by a spirit. No, you got to read the word. That's going to show you the evidence that God said something, then he brought it to pass. See, I said I was going to drop the river, and I drove up the river. I said I was going to put you on a slave ship and send you to Babylon, and I put you on a slave ship and sent you to Babylon. Then you know God is real. Because I said this 2,000 years ago. See, what man you know that can predict something 2,000 years? He might can do 50. He might can do 25. See, I'm going down. He might can do 10. He might can do 5. But he can't predict nothing 2,000 years, man. 2,000 years ain't nobody predicting nothing. Seeing the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all of them ain't gonna get it. See, all of them ain't gonna fall out of love with their slave master and say, you know what? I want to believe my people. I don't want to believe my slave master and these colonizers that told me what the Bible say. I want to listen to my people and see what the Lord gave them. Because he gonna give people spirit. See, he's not gonna give it to everybody. So you can listen to whoever. They don't know what to talk. I read that 5 times. Well, so he didn't give you the spirit to understand it. Now let's go into that Acts. Because we still on. These Israelites is not going to make it, man. They is not going to make it. And where we at? We at an hour plus. So let me get Isaiah 10. Isaiah 10. And I want to start with verse 21. It says, the remnant shall return. So all Israelites are not going to return to the Lord. Even the remnant of Jacob. unto the mighty God. See, only a remnant of the Israelites. Most of them gonna believe they slave master and die here in America. Most of them gonna be in love with the Gentiles and the heathen, and they're gonna follow the ways of the heathen, and they're gonna die right here in Babylon. It says, verse 22, this is Isaiah 10 and 22. For though your people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. So though they be as the sand of the sea, most of them is going to be destroyed. Now let's go ahead and get why they going to be destroyed. This Hosea, we're going to go back into that sand of the sea. See, he's saying the sand of the sea. What is one of the main reasons that they're going to be destroyed? There's a Hosea 1. Well, we know Hosea 4. Let's go to Hosea 4 real quick. Verse 6, to get right to the point. Well, I got time. Let me get verse 1. This Hosea 4 and 1. It's going to go take us back to the first chapter. It says, hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel. So it's talking about the children of Israel. It's not talking about everybody else. Say, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth. See, that's what we're talking about. The ruler, he hearkening unto lies, and now the whole world is wicked. It says, no mercy nor knowledge of God in the land. Bunch of lies. Jump down to verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. So it's going to be, they're going to be in the land where there's no truth and no knowledge of God. That's going to be the main reason. And then this is the practical, how it's going to be practical. In verse 1. Chapter 1. This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. This is going into why it's only a remnant that's going to be saved, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, where is it going to be said unto them? In the land where there's no truth. In the land where there's no knowledge of God. See, it's going to be said unto them, you are Hispanic. You are Native American. See, you are just a black, a color. It says that in the place where it is said unto them, you are not my people. See, it's going to be said unto them, you're not an Israelite. You're a Puerto Rican, a Mexican, a Cuban, a Venezuelan, a Colombian. You're a Brazilian, a Peruvian. See, it's going to be all kind of bywords that's going to be on the Israelites. You're a Haitian, Jamaican, African American. You're a bunch of Africans. See, it says, there it shall be said unto them. See, the Spirit is going to come while they're in that land, hearing all these lies of their oppressor. See, a Spirit is going to come on them. There it shall be said unto them, you are the sons of the living God. Then the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together. So that's when the gathering is going to happen. When the lies of their land, the person that's ruling that land telling them, you one of us, but you're not. You came over here on a slave ship. You're not one of us. See? And so that's when the Spirit is going to have to come. Let's go to Acts. Because see, Acts, it happened in real time. See, when the Spirit came in Acts, Peter, he told them what was happening. There's Acts chapter 2, verse 17. He says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, says God, I will pour out my Spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. See, not all of the prophecy that the Lord gave is going to come onto them. They're going to start digging into the prophecy. See, this is what they don't understand. Let me finish it. And your young men shall see visions, and your old man shall dream dreams. So the young man's going to see the visions. They're going to be reading the word. Like Revelations 1 and 3 or 4 say, blessed is he that readeth. So you got to read the prophecies to be able to get the spirit to know when your slave master is lying to you. See? You got to read the prophecies to know what happened to your people. It says, verse 18, and on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. Those servants and handmaids is talking about slaves. See, it's not talking about a church member. You're going to be a church member, and I'm going to give you the spirit, and you're going to jump around like your grandma, and her wig going to fall off, and she going to be shaking and vibrating, doing the two-step. No, man. It says, I'm going to read that again. It's Acts 2 and 18. It says, and on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days my spirit, and they shall prophesy. Now you jump down to verse 21. This is the king of the crop. So he's saying your sons and daughters are going to get a spirit, and your slaves is going to get the spirit. Who was in slavery at the time? There was a slavery to the Romans. What's up, baby?
You doing it, my man?
You know it. You know it.
I love this.
Yes, brother.
I love this. You keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
You know, I follow my
Salaki.
people.
Yeah.
My bad. I ain't trying to miss your
No,
video.
you good. You good.
I follow my people, man, all the time online and stuff like that, man.
Right.
Hey, you know, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You know, I love to see that.
All right, brother. Thank you. Now, let me get into so verse 21 is Acts 2 and 21. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Verse 22, ye men of Israel, hear these words. So what he was saying, anybody in the world gonna go in the church and get a spirit and go to vibrating and doing the two-step. No. He said the slaves that was slaves under the Roman Empire, that was slaves under the Roman so-called white man, see, that was building Herod's castle. It was building the Herod for the Edomite white man. They was building the theater right outside of Jerusalem. About 3,000 Israelite slaves. See, they were slaves. He said they right today, this is what Apostle Peter is saying. Apostle Peter is saying, you slaves today is getting the spirit of the Lord. This is a prophecy being fulfilled through Joel. Joel prophesied about this day, that a bunch of slaves was going to get the spirit. Not a church member, not a Christian, not a Muslim. See, Joel wasn't talking about no Christian. Joel was talking about the children of Israel. See? And that's why he said, he quoted Joel, and right after he said the spirit was going to come onto them. He said, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. So the men of Israel were supposed to hear the word, because they was the slaves. They was the servants and the bondmaids to the Herodian dynasty, to the so-called white man who was trying to call himself a Roman when he was never a Roman. See, the Romans was the children of Japhet. But during a certain period of time, they stole his identity. Because they love stealing people's identity, man. That's their whole MO. See, we're going to oppress a man in his heritage. That's Micah 2 and chapter 2. But these people don't want to recognize their own heritage. They want to steal somebody else's heritage. But when you go into the specifics, Acts 2 and 18, you go into the Greek words. Those Greek words, servants and handmaid, is going to tell you that it's talking about a bondmaid and a bond servant, a slave, somebody that's in captivity, somebody that's in bondage to another nation. See, this is what Apostle Peter is bringing out. See, all of these people that was in Jerusalem during the time of Pontius Pilate, see, during the time of Herod the Edomite, they was serving these people as slaves, man. They was paying taxes to the Roman Empire. He was telling them, y'all are servants and handmaids, and right today, at this Feast of Pentecost, the Lord is putting the Spirit on us. See, just like he said he was going to do in Joel. But that wasn't the only time. See, in the last days, he was going to do it also. Let's get that of Malachi. Malachi chapter 4. I'm going to get right to the point starting at verse 5. Well, no, let's get verse 4 because look at the context. See, because these Christians, boy, they like to run away from the context. It says, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Herod for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you, see, Israel, Elijah the prophet, because the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. He said before. So before that great and dreadful day, he's going to send a prophet. Verse 6, what that prophet is going to do. It says, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So he's saying in those last days, before that great and dreadful day, I'm going to bring a prophet to wake up the children of Israel. See? Wake up the children of Israel so they can realize that they are Israelites, because they've been scattered all over the world. Let me get that. Deuteronomy 32 and 26. It says, I said, I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. So now the remembering of the Israelites, they will forget who they were. They will be lied to in the land of their captivity. They will hearken unto lies coming from the ruler. That's why Apostle Paul said we wrestle against the rulers. See, we don't wrestle against the fallen angels, man. Ain't nobody out here wrestling against no fallen angels. We wrestling against the rulers and the powers that be who come out with their lies. See, it's a bunch of people, and I got the information now, a bunch of people writing books saying the Negroes are the Israelites, and they not Negroes either. See, you got a bunch of Jewish rabbis saying the same thing. And they was writing books back in the 1810. 1810, they saying the slaves are the Israelites, and the so-called slave master is the Edomites. See? In the heart of slavery. But that was depressed. See, you got to have money to know that kind of stuff. Without the internet, you would have never known it. See? And this is another reason why we know that the Lord is waking us up in the last days. The internet is the evidence. See, when it jumped off in 2007, the Israelites went to waking up in high numbers, man. But let's get it in the scriptures. This is Psalms 19. I'm going to start at Let's start at verse 1. It said the Psalm of David. It said the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament show his handiwork. You see that? That firmament can go to these satellites. It says day unto day utter speech, and night unto night show knowledge. See? The internet, they showing knowledge every day, all day. See, the internet don't cut off. They got the knowledge coming out. They got the prophets coming out and telling them, the sons, the children, to hearken unto their fathers. Like Job say, search for your fathers. That's Job 8:8. Search for your fathers, man. Search your history. Let me finish that. It's Psalms 19:3. It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. See, on the internet, they got all languages. You can hit any language you want and plug it up to the internet, and it'll translate the situation. And then every nation is on the internet trying to eavesdrop what's going on. It says their line is gone out through all the earth. What line is that? Online services. Online services is allowing the whole earth to get the truth. It says, and their words to the end of the world, and them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. So the internet is the way everybody is getting knowledge. That's why the government is grilling the Chinaman, trying to tell him, shut down that TikTok. Y'all telling too much truth on that TikTok. We need y'all to shut that down. See, y'all waking up the wrong people. See, if y'all wake these people up, our kingdom gonna fall. That's one. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, because King David wasn't the only Israelite that was given the vision. See, Ezra was given the vision. This Ezra chapter 6, starting at verse 20. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away and shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they all shall see together. So he say in the last days, before the world come to an end, before I get rid of this heaven and this earth that's ruling, I'm going to open all the books and show everybody what's going on. Everybody going to see the truth. If I got to have a TikTok, a Facebook, a Instagram, a Twitch, a Twitter, I have 1,000 accounts and apps that I'm going to bring out this truth worldwide, and everybody's going to hear the words of the prophet. See, everybody's going to hear the words of the Israelites. And once they hear the words of the Israelites that have the Spirit, all lies will be quenched. Because after this, you're going to jump down to verse 27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. So all the lies is going to be quenched. That goes back into that water. Back in, what is that, John 7:38, I think. It says, it's John 7:38, he that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So when the truth come out in front of the whole world, and they can hear the words of the prophets through the internet, through all these apps, now that water is going to come out of their mouth, out of their belly, which is their mind. Out of their mind shall flow rivers of living water. See, the truth is going to come out of their mouth, and it's going to just quench all lies coming out of the mouth of these rulers and the powers that be. See, these people that's controlling all of the media stations. See, because they used to only have about 6 media stations that you can go to and get the news and get updated on certain things. But now you got all of these apps that's bringing out the truth. These online services. See, he say they're going to be on the line. Their line is going to go throughout the whole earth. And who created that line? Then, when you consider this also, information can be a weapon. That's why they say knowledge is power. Then you say, no weapon formed will come against you. So who is forming the weapon? Let's get that. Who is forming the internet that's being used as a weapon? This Isaiah 54:16. We usually use this verse for talking about the nuclear weapons. But see, the information can be a weapon. See, because the Lord is fighting with the spirit of his mouth. He's destroying the lies with the truth. So it says in verse 16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. See, he created the internet, at this internet weapon, to destroy the lies of the so-called white man and any other nation that's trying to lie and tell these people that they're not Israelites. Because the Israelites were scattered into all nations. And they got all kind of bywords and by name, approachable, disrespectful names for their slave class that's in their country. See, just like you got the Hispanics, they calling them what you call Ecuador and Brazil. All of these nations were named by the so-called white man, and they calling them, the people in the land, those names. But those people didn't come from no Brazil. They were slaves, took over there. A bunch of slaves were taken to Brazil on a slave ship. And they not no freaking Brazilians. See, or whatever they want to call themselves. See? But people are calling them these names, but all of that is going to be destroyed through the internet when the prophets come and start telling the truth. They all going to see. Who are they? They all. The heathen going to see also, but mainly the Israelites. But just like he said in Isaiah 6 and Isaiah 9 and 6 and 9, I think. Let me make sure. Isaiah 6 and 9. It's in Matthew 13 also, because Yahweh quoted it. Yeah. Isaiah 6, 9, and 10. That they going to see all of this stuff, but they not going to understand. Let me get it in Isaiah 29. Then I'm going to go to Romans and get the same thing. Isaiah 29, around about the 11th verse, I think. Yeah. The 10th verse, Salaki. It's Isaiah 29 and 10. It says, for the Lord hath poured out upon you a spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. See, this is what's happening to the Israelites that's not going to wake up and have the spirit of the Lord. Say the prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered. So they're not being taught. They've been taught a bunch of lies through the rulers of the land that they're living in, or from the rulers. This verse 11, and you got a lot of Christian Israelites that want to say, oh, y'all ain't the Israelites, and y'all don't know what y'all are saying. I done read the Bible 50 times. I just saw this lady, she going back and forth, especially older women, back and forth with the prophet saying, oh, I rode around with the bishop. I rode around with 5 or 6 bishops. I was always in the church. I traveled with them. See, I know the Bible, all this kind of stuff. See, because she might have read the Bible 50 times. But look at this verse 11. This Isaiah 29 and 11. It says, a vision of all is become unto you, as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned. So they don't deliver the book to somebody that done read the Bible. I done read it 50 times. Which deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray you. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered unto him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray you. And he said, I am not learned. So just like a person who ain't never read the book, ain't never went to church, the people that's going to church, they gonna read that book and they ain't gonna know what it's talking about. They ain't gonna know what it's talking about, because the book is sealed to only the children of Israel that God is gonna give his spirit to. He's not gonna give it to everybody. And this is why all the Israelites is not gonna make it. But they thinking they done read something, they done seen the movie. It's just like the movie Matrix and the movie Terminator. You seen the movie, yeah, but what does the movie mean? See, what's the meaning of the movie? What was they trying to say? What was their point? See, they don't know. You just know the movie. See, like with Terminator, they showing you the robots. They showing you about the place had been I would say hit with a bomb. They showed you the computer chip that they was trying to destroy so the robots can't take over. See, they don't know none of this. They don't understand the movie. You just saw a movie and felt that it was interesting and it was science fiction. That's what they told you. This is a science fiction movie. No, this is a real life movie that's the elites of the society is planning. They showing you their plan. We trying to have robots that can take over the world. See, we trying to create a computer chip that can take over the world, that can enslave all the humans, control the humans. See, we trying to have the computer system to drop a bomb on America. Cause see, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the car, the lady said, well, what happened? How did all this situation happen? He said, well, this computer system, Skynet, it's gonna cause the Russians to shoot their missiles and blow this place up. See? But they can't get that. They done watched that movie 1,000 times, but until they find somebody that know the meaning of the movie, they'll never know what the movie talking about. Same thing with the Bible. Till you get somebody that got the Spirit of the Lord that can understand the Bible, you can read it 1,000,000 times and you're not gonna know. Because the Lord got to put the Spirit on you. Because just like he said, the Israelites is gonna hear what the prophet is saying and they're gonna reject it. Let's go to that, Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30, and I'm gonna start with verse 9. Good Lord, come on, man. Let me go out of that real quick. Salakia. Okay. Now I was in Isaiah 29. I go to Isaiah 30. Let me go out of that. Let me try to get this Isaiah 30 one more time. There we go. Okay, Isaiah 30. And let me get verse 8. This goes into the book. It says, this Isaiah 30 and 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for a time to come forever and ever. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say unto the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. See, that's what he was trying to do. These Israelites, man, even when they was given something, if they not the chosen, even when they get it, he gonna take it away from them. And he calls them to tell the prophets, hey man, tell us a lie. We only want to hearken unto lies. See, but the ones that get the word that he chose to have it, they gonna get the more of it, and he gonna keep giving them more and more and more. But those that he didn't choose, the Israelites that's not gonna make it, he gonna take it away from they behind. He gonna send a devil to come snatch the word away. He gonna send the mama, the cousin, the auntie. He gonna send the school teacher, the pastor. Somebody gonna come and snatch that word away from they behind, because he didn't choose for them to have it anyway. He blinded them. Oh, I promised to go to that in Romans. Romans chapter 11 and 7. It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seek for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So the rest of the Israelites that ain't gonna make it, the Lord blinded them. See, it ain't because they was lazy. It ain't because they was stupid. See, it ain't because they was retarded. No, it's because the Lord blinded them. See, because now the prophecies got to go forth. The prophecies got to have unbelievers. See, somebody got to get burnt up in the lake of fire. Somebody got to be here when the nuclear missiles drop. See, that's why he said what Peter said in what is it, 2 Peter 3? 2 Peter 3, yeah. 2 Peter 3 and 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. Now, if all the Israelites gonna get waking up, where the scoffers gonna come from? How you gonna have scoffers saying, that ain't true, y'all ain't no Israelites? See, how you gonna have that if he wake up everybody? See, he can't wake up everybody, man. He gotta wake up only a remnant. Then all the other wicked Negroes and Hispanic, they gonna be scoffing. See, man, I don't believe what they talking about, man. I done read the Bible 50 times. See, but he put a spirit of slumberness, a spirit of deep sleep on their eyes and on their ears. See, they can hear it all day long and they can watch it all day long. But they don't know what they're looking at. It says, verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. So they saying, man, what are you talking about? Everything been the same, and y'all been saying this for forever, man. Let me get to the point about the reason why he doing what he doing. Verse 7. Because he talked about the flood. See, he only saved Noah and his 3 sons and their wives, and his wife. So that's 8 people. He only saved 8 people. Because who was going to be the scoff? Who was going to scoff against Noah? Who was going to be saying, Noah, man, you done went crazy. You saying it's finna rain? It ain't never rained in the world. So verse 7 goes into these nuclear missiles that's coming to America. It says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So he's reserving these people, see, to destroy they behind. This is what people ain't understanding. They're not understanding what they're dealing with. See, the Lord finna have prophecy be perfected. And this is what you get when you meditate and be occupied in prophecy. You start to understand prophecy. That's what the Spirit of the Lord do to you. See, that's why he said in Acts chapter 2, the Spirit of the Lord is going to come on the sons and the daughters, and they're going to prophesy. In order to prophesy, you got to understand prophecy. This is Ecclesiastes 39:1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. See, he gonna be occupied in prophecy, so now he can prophesy. Now he understand prophecy. You can't be a doctor, man, and you ain't never went to doctor school. You ain't never went to school to be a doctor. You can't be a mechanic unless you go to school to be a mechanic. And you ain't gonna be a good mechanic. And most of them that's going online looking at the YouTube videos, man. You got to follow instructions. Everybody got to be instructed in what they gonna do. You just ain't gonna wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I know how to fly a helicopter. See, this ain't the Matrix where you just finna download a program into your brain. Oh, I know how to fly a helicopter, a plane. I know how to fly a drone. I know how to make a robot. Come on, man. In order to know the prophecies, you got to be occupied in prophecy. You got to be meditating on the prophecy. And like when I went into Isaiah 48 and Isaiah 46, the Lord told the prophecies, predictions way before they happen. I'm predicting this is going to happen. Now watch it happen. See, I predict you're going to be put on a slave ship, see, and sent to Babylon. It happened. 3,000 years later, it happened. I predict the Euphrates River is going to dry up. The Euphrates River dried up. And when did it dry up? Right before World War III. See, he said to make way of the kings of the east. Right when the war started to get heated, then the river dry up. See, that's not a coincidence. That's Bible prophecy. See, and this is how we can find all Christians, because they want to get rid of all the prophecy. Oh, that's the Old Testament. What are you talking about, man? It's a bunch of prophecy. Let's see here. Let me get 1 Timothy 1:18. This Apostle Paul writing to Timothy. He say, this charge I commit unto you, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before unto you, that thou by them might war a good warfare. So we're going to fight with the prophecy. We're going to confound every Christian, every Muslim, anybody pick up a Bible, we're going to confound them and defeat they behind through the prophecy. You can't get around the prophecy. Now, here we go. Let's see here. Let me get Amos real quick. Amos 3:7. What was the prophets going to be doing? It says, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So the prophets are going to be bringing out the secrets. Why is it a secret? Because only they know it. See, only the prophets know the secret. A secret is not something that's public. It's secret. The whole public ain't going to know what's going on, man. Only the prophets going to know what's going on and how to break down the prophecy. Because they are secrets. It's not something that everybody going to know. Now, when you go into Luke, this is what I wanted. That Luke, is it 7th? No, Luke, let me try 21. Yeah, Luke 21:15, it says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. See, they can't gainsay the prophecy. They can't resist the prophecy because they curious about what's this secret you talking about. You say you got a secret. What's the secret? I want to know the secret. See, that's why everybody want to know. They want to know what they don't know. See, but one of my favorite lines is, you don't know what you don't know, what you don't even know you don't know. See, it's some stuff you don't even know that you don't know, man. What are you talking about? You know everything. You acting like you know everything. See, people acting all proud like they know everything. There's some stuff, man, you don't even know you don't know. So you got no other choice but to be humble, man. You got no other choice but to be wise. Let's go to Proverbs. See, you can tell somebody that's crazy. They don't even want to learn nothing. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning. A man of understanding shall obtain to wise counsel. See, a man of understanding is going to say, well, what you mean? What you talking about? Well, where can I find that? Well, show me that. Well, I need to know that. Well, I want to know that. See, a man of understanding is going to obtain to wise counsel. He ain't going to listen to a fool that can't prove nothing that he's saying. Because Christians can't prove nothing, man. A Christian can't prove nothing. You tell them to go in the Bible and show me. Oh, I don't know it's in the Bible, but that's what I believe. We don't care what you believe. We care about the Bible. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21. It says, prove all things. Prove all things. Hold fast to that which is good. See, they can't prove nothing, man. Oh, I believe. Well, you prove it. Prove what you believe. But you can't prove what you believe, so that's why Yahweh can say, hey, in the Lord, Yahweh, he can say, I'm going to give you a mouth that these gang-saying Christians and Muslims and whoever think they know the Bible and know more than the prophets, you going to confound they behind. You're going to have them so confused. You're going to have them, they can't have no response to what you're saying. They can't gang-say nor resist. See? Because if you believe in the scriptures, you're supposed to believe in prophecy. Off that premise alone, you finished. See? You can't believe in the Bible and talk about some New Testament, but you don't believe no prophecies? Are you kidding me? So you're going to go to Adam and you're going to talk about the Israelites was only here to point to Yahweh so everybody else can be saved through him. So that's not what the prophecies say, though. So you can't use the Bible for what you want to use it for. The prophecies say, let's go to Isaiah 53 real quick. And this is how they can get confounded. Now, the prophecies I already talked about Yahweh coming. When you go into get to the point, I'm going to hit the major point. This is Isaiah 53 and 5. And you go to any of these Christian denominations, and they're going to have some scholar trying to break it down. It says, but he was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for our iniquities. See, so who is this our? Who are you talking about? He was bruised for our transgression and for our iniquities. He was wounded for our sins. It says, verse 7, he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. See, they'll go into that and say, see, that's the prophecy. He didn't open his mouth. He didn't respond to when Pontius Pilate and Herod the Edomite was saying all of this stuff to him. He just stood there and didn't respond. That's the fulfillment of the prophecy. See, they got a whole list of fulfillments of prophecies when it comes to Yahweh. But let's see, who was he supposed to come for? You jump down to verse, let's see here. Where is it? Now verse 6. Verse 6, he says, where is it? Verse 6, he says, and we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord have laid on him the iniquity of us all. So who went astray? The Israelites. See, the Israelites went astray. Now, it's another one. He talks about verse 8. This is what I wanted. Salaki. It says, he was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. So they killed Yahushua, the Roman Empire, the so-called white man. They killed him. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. See, he wasn't stricken for the whole world. He was stricken for his people. This was the omen nomen that he lived and fulfilled. Matthew 1 and 21, Salaki. It says, and she shall bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. This is why he was stricken. This is why he was oppressed and afflicted and wounded. See, for the iniquities of the Israelites. That's why he said us all. Isaiah wasn't talking about no, he was dying for the Gentiles. He was dying for the heathen. He was dying for all mankind. Isaiah knew about Adam. See, Isaiah knew about Abraham. He could have easily put that in there. But he's telling you, this one, he's going to die for his people, man. And this ruling kingdom, they going to gaslight the scriptures, and those Israelites, they going to follow them. But let's get back to the point. Verse, let me go to 2 Thessalonians. Because the ones that's going to make it, we not going to listen to the slave master. But the ones that ain't going to make it, he put them up as a strong delusion. This 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, verse 11. It says, for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. So he sent them a strong delusion. That's Christian Catholic dogma. He sent that lie to them because he didn't choose them. He only had a remnant of the Israelites he was going to save. He wasn't going to save all of them. See? Because prophecy say that they was going to be scoffers in the last days. They was going to scoff against the truth. They was the murderers of the prophets. They never listened to their own people. They had a hatred for their own people. Let's get that in Jeremiah 5 and 25. Well, let me start at 26. Jeremiah 5 and 26, it says, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that sets snares. They set a trap. They catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. See, the one that's being rich, like Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, that's sitting there talking about, oh, these small hat peoples over there, they are the valley of the dry bone. See, because they done paid his big old, what he be saying? They paid him talking about something. See, I can't even say it because it's too outrageous. Talking about, I'm not even going to say the crap. But T.D. Jakes, see, he up there telling lies for these small hat people, man. They done paid him to tell these lies. That's why he got millions of dollars. But that ain't the only example. Let me get one more. One more example. Let's get Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Let me jump down to verse 43. It says, yes, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. So that's what's going on. They hearkening unto their slave master, the so-called white man, and they finna not join the 1/3. Now I'm gonna close out because I see the rain coming. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And they trying to come against this verse too. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, says the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So 2 parts of the Native Americans, the Hispanics, and the so-called Negroes, they're going to be cut off and die. 2/3. That's 66%. It says, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 1/3 shall be left therein. And I will bring the 1/3 part through the fire, through the nuclear missile. See that chariot, he said, swing home, sweet chariot, to save us and take us home. That chariot is going to come when the nuclear missile is coming. It says, I will bring the 1/3 through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. See, he said, my people, the Israelites, see, they're going to call my name because they ain't believing the lies of a Christian church. See, some religion that somebody just thought of off of reading somebody's history book. See, all the prophets was Israelites. Apostle Paul was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. See, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, all Israelites. Moses, an Israelite. See, Moses wrote the first 5 books. Ezra, he was an Israelite. Yahushua, Israelite. All the disciples, Israelites. A history book, they turned into religion. See, and that religion is going to get the Israelites that's blinded, that strong delusion is keeping them blinded. Because the Lord didn't plan to save them like he didn't plan to save all the earth that was finna get drowned. All them people that was drowned, that was an example. Oh, Peter said it. Let me get that before I close out. This 2 Peter 3, because I think he said it as an example. He says, where is it? He said something about an example. Where is it? That might have been a different translation, I'm thinking. Yeah, that might have been a different translation. As he said, he used that as an example for the wicked. Yeah, that was a different translation. But he say, verse 5. Let me read verse 5. It's 2 Peter 3 and 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of water and in the water, whereby the world then was being overflowed with water, perished. Okay, so that was an example he using to show people that he will eliminate your behind, man. And he ain't caught up on no he love everybody crap. He never been on that. He never been on worried about numbers and saving everybody, man. He always gave an example. When he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, he saved Lot's family. And the wife, she didn't follow direction, and she turned into a pillar of salt. So he wasn't trying to save everybody. You got to follow instructions, and you got to be a part of his plan. You got to be the elect. Let's get Romans 9 and 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil. Now this going to Jacob and Esau, but it also can go into the 2/3 and the 1/3. It says, having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So it's a works coming into play, but it's also the Lord has planned this situation from the beginning. And he gonna give his spirit to certain individuals. Now let me get that out of what is it, Matthew? It's going into I think Matthew 12. Matthew 12. No, Salakia, Matthew 22. I should have known that by heart. Matthew 22. Look at what he said. And this is a parable. He says in verse 2, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son. Okay, we're going to get right to the point. Verse 9, it says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye find bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. Okay, now look at what he said. So he found bad and good Israelites and bid them to the marriage. But look at verse 14. He says, for many are called, but few are chosen. See, few is going to be chosen. He didn't choose all Israelites. Nobody's trying to save the whole nation of Israel. See, because they wasn't chosen. Let's get it out of Matthew 7 and 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So he planned on many of them to be destroyed. And many there be which go therein. 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So only a few Israelites is going to find it. Only a few Hispanics. Only a few Native Americans. Only a few black descendants of slaves is going to find the truth and be delivered. Let's get another one. This second Ezra 8, I think. It says, and he answered me, this verse 1, and he answered me saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Jump down to verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. So he's not planning on saving everybody, man. He was never sitting around here trying to save everybody. And this is what they're trying to say, talking about this Adam. Oh, Adam sinned, and so he brought Yahushua so everybody can be saved through Yahweh Shah. That's a lie, man. First of all, you got to believe on Yahweh Shah. There's already a criteria in that, so that lets you know everybody ain't gonna be saved. And then you got to be an Israelite. That's another one that they want to hide because he didn't die for everybody. See, he only died for the remnant to repent. And let me get another one on that. I want the scriptures to talk. This is John 11:49. It says, and one of them, named Caiaphas, being the high priest that year, said unto them, you know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not. And this he spake not of himself. So this is the Almighty God talking. He wasn't just running his mouth. But being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation. See, one nation Yahushua was dying for. He wasn't dying for all the people in the world. See, and this is John, the same person that wrote John 3:16. How you gonna have John 3:16, but then in John 11 you talking about that nation? Somebody got a mental problem, man. It says, and not that nation only. So he's gonna qualify what he's saying when he say not that nation only. Because some people gonna try to say, okay, he going for another nation. Nope, that's a lie. But that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad. See, it was only one people scattered abroad. Let's go back, let's go to John 7. See, we stand in John. You got John 3:16, you got John 11, and now you got John 7. And John 7 and 11 shouldn't be saying nothing different. This is John 3. This is John 7 and 35. He says, then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? So he's saying the Israelites that was dispersed, they are Gentiles now. We saying that they like the heathen, man. They out there eating rats. They out there eating possum and crab legs. They acting just like the heathen, man. He not talking about no heathen. He going to save the heathen. He dying for the heathen. That's a lie. He died for one nation and the Israelites that was scattered abroad because they transgressed the law and was punished for something that happened way before them. They made a covenant. Their forefathers made a covenant, and they being punished because the Lord is sticking to that. Let's go to that, man. People don't know the scriptures, man. And I want to get right to the point because this rain about to come. This is Leviticus 26 and 25. It says, and I will bring a sword upon you, and I will avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send pestilence among you, and ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. So these Negroes on a slave ship and in America under they slave masters and their oppressors, under the police department, the white supremacist police department. See, the Lord sending all of that to them because of the covenant that was made with their forefathers. See? So this is why Yahushua died, so the remnant of these people can be saved and the whole nation perish not. See, people not want to go with the scriptures, man. They want to talk about John 3:16 and don't even know what John 3:14 said. They don't even know who John was talking to when he said John 3:16. See, they don't got no context of the situation, but they want to run with one verse. Let's cherry pick one verse, John 3:16, and forget every other scripture in the Bible. Let's forget John 11 and John 7. John 11 and John 7 let you know he was for one nation. He didn't come for all the nations of the world, no matter what they did. Come on, man. Come on. And so he's sticking to that covenant. Let's jump down to the bottom of let's see, 26. Verse 42, it said, then I will remember my covenant with Jacob. And also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham, and I will remember the land. I'm gonna jump down to 44. It says, yet for all that, when they be in the land of their enemies, I will not cast them away, neither will I abhor them to destroy them utterly. So he's not gonna destroy the whole nation. He's gonna save a remnant. And to break my covenant with them, for I am the Lord their God. This is what people is gaslighting. See, the gaslighting of these Americans, man, is outrageous. See, they will gaslight you all day long, man. Forget slavery. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps when all of the wealth is transferred from the forefathers. See, people get family inheritance is where all the money comes from. People ain't out here hustling and bustling and making all that money. They receiving inheritance. That's where all the income is coming from. Go on the data and you will find it. You got the people that's pushing this reparation. They break that thing down to the detail. See, wealth is coming from your forefathers, your inheritance, and they raped, robbed, and murdered and worked the Israelites for free, and this is why they rich. They're not rich because they was being smart, they was being intelligent, they was working hard. No, that's a lie. They was sitting around inheriting money. This is why the Lord's gonna punish they behind, because their forefathers left the tab. They all eating at that table. The daddy, he dropped dead at the table and choked off a chicken bone. he fell off the table and choked off a chicken bone, but you still at that table. He can't pay the tab. You gonna have to pay that tab, man. And that's what Isaiah 14 and 21 is talking about. Same thing with us. Our forefathers dropped dead. See, that's what Lamentations 5 and 7. Our forefathers died, but we still bearing their iniquity. We still bearing the covenant that they made with the Most High. That covenant is following us. That's why they, on that movie Them, they showed the first series. See, they showed how the so-called white pastor, he was hunting they behind, and he was telling them, the reason I'm hunting you is because you made a covenant with the Most High. See, and I'm gonna be hunting your behind until you that covenant is accomplished, pretty much. And so they know, man, these people know that these people are Israelites. It's just the Lord ain't saving all Israelites, and somebody got to be scoffing. Somebody got to be the 2/3. That's just how it's gonna go. And when you understand prophecy, then you get a good understanding of the Lord. I'm gonna end it with a couple more. Let me get Isaiah 45 and 17 with that John 3:16. I don't want to go too far away from that. Yahushua was quoting, because I read Isaiah 8 and 20 and say, to the law and to the testimony. Isaiah 45 and 17, it say, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. That go that everlasting life. There's no heathen that's going to have everlasting life. That's a lie. It says, ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. See, it wasn't going to be an end of the Israelites. They're going to be an everlasting kingdom. This is what Yahweh shall represent, the everlasting kingdom of the Israelites. He don't just represent his kingdom. No, it's the everlasting kingdom of the Israelites. This is what he represents. They trying to take that away from the equation or the story. Oh, he came down and died for everybody. That's a lie, man. Get out of here. There's too many prophecies that go against that. There's hundreds of prophecies that go against that lie. Then you go, what is it? 47? No. Jump up to verse 7. That was 17. Jump up to verse 7. It says, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. See, the Lord is creating a bad day. If you having a bad day, the Lord created it. See, somebody get their head blowed off, the Lord created it. See, because he's sending, let's get that real quick. I want the word to speak. Because people gaslight the word so much, man. It says, there be spirits that were created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire, hail, famine, and death, all were created for vengeance. See, vengeance is why that person got their head blowed off. See, they weren't innocent, walking around, minding their business. No, the Lord created a spirit to go blow that head off. See, that's why they say, gangsters don't live that long. Because the Lord gonna send some spirit to blow his head off, man. You a gangster, what he got, Dick Tracy with the Tommy gun? He gonna send somebody to blow his behind away. He wanna be a gangster and kill people. See, and all these gangsters in Chicago. Okay, you gonna be a gangster, but we gonna see when the Lord send that spirit of vengeance to blow your head off. People ain't understanding. They listening to the Christian and they totally lost and blinded. But let me go to Daniel and close out. This is Daniel 7 and 18. This showing in verse 14 it says, and there was given him dominion. Talking about Yahushua, glory and a kingdom. So the kingdom was given to Yahushua. But look at verse 18 to let you know that it's talking about the Israelites. The whole kingdom was given to the Yahushua and the Israelites. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Daniel was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He's saying, we are the saints. We're going to take the kingdom from these Edomites. We're going to take the kingdom and we're going to possess it forever. Nobody's going to come up and fight us and battle us and contend with us. Once we take it, it's going to be a wrap. So this is what the scripture is talking about. Now at that time, Israelites may be resurrected. Israelites going to be brought back to life, you see, because they was blinded and they had to still pay for the forefathers. They had to be a literal sacrifice. See, a dead sacrifice for the situation. When the elect, the 1/3 is going to be a living sacrifice where they're going to present their bodies willingly. See, they don't present their body willingly. See, they're going to say, you got to drag me into that sacrifice. The missiles got to come and make them a sacrifice. See, we willingly giving ourselves as a sacrifice, as sheep ready to be slaughtered. we serving ourselves up like Abraham served up Isaac. We doing that willingly. Now, one more, and I'm closing now. Revelation 18 and 21. This is talking about Babylon the Great, America. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city, Babylon, be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. See, Babylon is talking about America. That's why in 17 and 5 it says, mystery Babylon the Great. Only the prophets is breaking down that secret of who Babylon is. See, the non-prophet, the wicked, like Daniel 12 and 10 say, the wicked is not going to understand what Babylon is. See, they're going to think Babylon is an empire of false religion. They're going to think Babylon is the conglomerate of false religion. Babylon is America, and it's going to be taken down by violence. That's why you got submarines with nukes on them, 20 of them over there in California. You got 15 to 20 over there by Cuba. And Putin and these other nations, the NATO, is going to turn on America and blow her to smithereens. See, this certified facts. Nuclear submarines on the water. See? And they're going to blow this place up with violence. But I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom. Bum, shalom.